Good morning, crypto Twitter, it's Misty Crypto, spreading crypto with doctors showing its benefits to my generation. Shout out to all my people, Gen Z needs to be included, it's really that simple. We are savage, amazed, boss, SD, making money at the same time, spread peace. I feel empty if you don't include Gen Z, about to change the world, so y'all better get ready. Misty Crypto, I'm never backing down, I got a wax account, you should say it out. So many NFTs, I think I lost count, and I'm only getting started. Yeah, I'm barely off the ground. Listing crypto, you cannot stop me. My hands are made from diamonds, your hands for like go without me. Never be the boss of me. Bitcoin's all I need. When I say I'm zesty, that's just me talking honestly. Crypto and yum farm marketplace. I wanna see the more. We gotta go through cyberspace. Leave this world without a trace. Say pay for a different day, 'cause we partners in the cryptos didn't stay.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Miss Teen Crypto Show. I hope everybody's having a lovely day today. Wow, I am feeling some good vibes. If you guys are feeling some good vibes as well, make sure you throw some 100 emojis in the chat. If you're new to the channel, then what's up, my friends? My name is Miss Teen Crypto. It's very nice to meet you. Please like, subscribe, and share this stream out with friends because it's about to get zesty and we are entering the blood zone. So as always, before we get started with today's show, we are going to thank two amazing sponsors. First, Wax Blockchain, killing the game. Today is actually Wax Wednesday. After this show, be sure to head over to Wax Twitter Spaces at 6 p.m. They do this every Wednesday to, ask questions about the Wax community and get zesty with them. Next, Ballet. Ballet is also killing the game as usual with their awesome wallets. We'll be giving one of these away today. Our special guest will throw a word in the chat for you guys to enter. And if I pick you as a winner, I'll roll the dice. Send me a DM on Twitter with your email. I'll get you all set up. I also have a cool NFT in the chat for you guys. If we double these likes and hit 20 likes, I will throw another one in there. Now, let's give a very, very warm welcome to Crypto Blood. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. Great intro. How are you, Miss Teen?
I'm doing good. I'm very happy to have you. I know we've hung out a few times on Around the Blockchain on BitBoy's channel, and we have some mutual friends, but I wanted to have my own Crypto Blood exclusive because, I really want to get to know you. But yeah.
Let me ask you something. Do you get nervous before you go live?
No, this is so fun.
Don't?
I love this. I live for this. This is literally me living out my dream, hanging out with all my friends in the community. I absolutely love it. It's
crazy. I still have butterflies every time I go live.
I get very excited. Okay. Yeah, I don't get the nervous butterflies, but I get the excited.
Maybe that translates into excited for you.
Yeah. I get very hyped. Yeah, I really want to learn more about you, Sir Blood. I know you're a very experienced person in the crypto world, but what were you doing before crypto? Did you have any other career going on? Did you have any other dreams in life?
Yeah, I was that's a good question. So kind of backtracking, before crypto, I was in the web development arena. Ooh. So I ran a web development company for 16 years. Wow. Straight out of college. Yeah. So I had a mentor when I was about 16 or 17 at my church at that time, asked me if I wanted to take over his website. I'm like, sure, I've never done this before, but I'll take a hack at it. And that one mentor client turned into another, And shoot, man, I was like 21, 22. I had over 50 clients. Whoa. So I was really entrenched in the whole web development, SEO world for many, many years. So that's kind of what I did as a main source of income. But I've always been an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur. So I've had a vending machine company. I've had a commodity trading advisory company. I mean, all types of stuff I've done. So I've started a few companies, 2 tech startups. So yeah, I've been around as far as the business world doing various things.
Wow. So you had, your main tech side. What was that like, just being a part of, building the internet essentially, just like kind of being a part of it and just
Hmm.
developing and having clients essentially, like
Yeah.
that's insane. So what exactly were you doing for these clients?
Creating the websites, creating their websites,
Wow.
marketing campaigns, any types of graphics that may go accompany those marketing campaigns, SEO,
That's insane.
copywriting, all types of stuff. Yeah, so it was cool. But one thing about myself, Miss Teen, is that like I think God has given me a gift, universe, God, whoever you want to call him,
Hmm.
of forecasting. Kind of seeing the future. And I always knew that at some point the whole web development business would turn and change in a way where people like in companies like myself were going to be less needed, right? You're going to have the Wixes of the worlds and
The
these other
GoDaddies.
the GoDaddy, companies come about where Squarespace is where people could build their own websites, and ultimately at some point websites will be less needed and demanded, less demand for them. People are using link trees now and just
Yeah.
pushing people directly to their social media profiles. So, it's that I knew that was coming, and I started to look for ways to pivot into another industry, and lo and behold, I found crypto, and another thing I forgot to mention, been trading for 16 years now.
Whoa.
Yeah, 16 years
Holy
trading,
sheesh.
Forex, a little stocks, not much into the options thing, but spot market, Forex, and cryptos, of course.
Ooh.
So,
Wow, you have like a very diverse background.
I
Just
know it's all over the place, right?
yeah, but I like it because you get to dabble in different things, like the vending machines. That's a lot of people do like like that's a cool like little stream of income because you don't really have
It
to do
was.
much for that, right? Like you just have to go refill the machines.
No, well, I actually got Warren. I did that for 4 years. Great money. Yes, you refill the machines. I had some really good locations. So they kept me really busy. One location I had to go twice a day to
Oh,
refill.
that
Yeah,
oh, that's pretty time consuming then.
exactly. And then you
Dang.
gotta, so it became too much for me after a while. I got sick and tired of it, and I just kind of put it to aside, sold the routes, and moved on. But yeah, I mean, hey, you can. There's so many. There's a million ways to make $1 million.
Yeah,
That's the saying.
that's true. That's very wise of you, Sir Blood. And what year did you find crypto? Like when was this like journey for you?
So I got into crypto, found Bitcoin in 2013, March of
Wow.
13. Yeah,
Woo.
that was my first purchase of Bitcoin. I bought five the first night, and just wanted to make sure it was legitimate. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And when they credited my account on Mount Gox, the following night I went and bought another five. So yeah.
Whoa.
Hmm.
So did you get affected by Mount Gox?
I didn't. I didn't. Surprisingly, I got all the emails. I don't know if you were on that show where I showed all my old emails from
No.
Mount Gox. I was on BitBoy, and we were talking about the whole Mount Gox, the supply that was going to be hitting the markets because of the lawsuit. And yeah, I was showing all those early lawsuit emails from 2014 and stuff. What happened was I there were signs before Mount Gox went down.
Do
There
tell.
were obvious signs. Okay, so one thing is that you would request a withdrawal. So every withdrawal was manually verified and initiated back then on Mount Gox. So
Okay.
there would be a period, maybe 2-3 hours, typically, where you would have to wait for your funds from Mount Gox to be sent out to your external wallet, Bitcoin wallet. Well, maybe a week or two leading up to the crash of Mount Gox, I started to see, that 2-3 hours turned into, 20 hours, it's turned into 48 hours. I'm like,
Yikes.
Wonder why this is taking so long for, my withdrawals to come to hit my wallets and stuff. And I then start to see a change, a delta in the price of Bitcoin on Mt. Gox versus other exchanges back then, like Bitfinex, BTCE was an exchange I used a lot. But you will see a delta of like $200 or $300 on Mt. Gox versus other exchanges. So other exchanges were selling them. The price of Bitcoin was like $200 or $300 less. So
Oh,
at
that's
that point,
sus.
yeah, exactly. So, but that's a lot. That doesn't sound like a lot now, but that was when
Back
Bitcoin was
then,
at
yeah.
$1,100. That's like a 20% delta
Yeah.
in the price of Bitcoin versus all the other exchanges versus Mt. Gox. I'm like, well, wait a minute. There's got to be something going on here. Why are they enticing people to buy Bitcoin on Mt. Gox or send their Bitcoin, not buy, but send the arbitrage. They were trying to get people to send Bitcoin to
And
Mt. Gox,
custody on
essentially.
there.
Exactly. There was a
Oh.
shortfall, evidently, right, at that point, but
Ooh.
they were putting out a number of $1,100 Bitcoin so that if you bought it on Bitfinex or somewhere else, you would say, okay, well, if I bought it for 900, let
I'm
me go
gonna
send
get
it over to
profit.
Mt. Gox. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to Mt. Gox and sell it. And I was like, nah, let me move out of here.
Oh.
So literally, I would say about a week prior to Mt. Gox going down, I had moved all my funds off of Mt. Gox.
Oh, you just made it. You just made it. That's
Yep.
pretty insane. And what was
Yep.
it like when that whole thing went down? What was the community reaction? Was it kind of similar to what's going on now with, certain platforms just halting withdrawals and transfers and things like that?
Yeah, they halted withdrawals. Same scenario. Halted withdrawals. Bitcoin dropped drastically, 80%. It was bad
Yeah.
because you got to remember, like Mt. Gox at that point was really the only exchange, fiat to Bitcoin on ramp and off ramp. Well, really
Sheesh.
on ramp. You couldn't sell Bitcoin in US dollars and get funds back. So I had to
Really?
use no, it was only you can on fiat on ramp to crypto at that point. So you would have to like I used to use a company called Giphy,
Mm-hmm.
or Gift, I should say, GYFT,
Yeah.
and you could take your crypto and buy little like gift cards with your crypto, and then that would be a way you could
Yes.
cash out. Yeah.
Wow. So you couldn't even just, that
It
alone
was
is
a
a
one
little
way.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a one way. It was a
You
one
just
way
couldn't get your
street.
beans back. Yeah,
No,
that's a little sus. And then you were getting emails that, they was done, or did you get any warning emails? What was that process like?
no. I mean, I can't remember exactly what happened as far as the notification of it. I just know they stopped allowing people to withdraw funds, and that
Yikes.
crashed the markets big time. Big
Damn.
time.
And that was so early. So that was like 2014. And
2014.
and
Yep.
how did you like feel about Bitcoin at the time? Did that like kind of, change your perspective on the technology? Did you kind of lose faith in it, especially because it took a hard dip?
Not the faith in the tech, not at all. That was fine. Still felt like it was a very groundbreaking idea that we were experimenting with. It was an experiment, truly an experiment back then. We didn't know, like, you had a couple of people that were big voices in the crypto space at that time talking about $1 million Bitcoin, but no, it was more of just playing with it, experimenting with it, seeing what you could do with the technology, and it really was used as cash back then a lot. I used to buy my cigars with Bitcoins. There were
Oh,
a couple of websites that allowed you to purchase your cigars with Bitcoins back then, and they would give you a 3% discount because they weren't getting charged the Visa Mastercard 3%. You get what I'm saying? So they would pass the savings on to you. So that was done, all around the internet. And yeah, those were the good days for sure.
and now we kind of have like this mixed narrative in the Bitcoin space where people are like, oh, you have to hold your Bitcoin and, hodl that. And then there's other people that are saying, like, Jack Mallers that are like, you got to go spend Bitcoin, in El Salvador, it's legal tender. So people are spending Bitcoin there. Do you think that we should continue to spend it just how you did back then, or just kind of stick with the hodl mentality and kind of move on to whatever might be next to use as currency?
Yeah, like the narrative has shifted, and my opinion about it has shifted as well with that narrative, the overall narrative from the early OGs. Like it was about spending it as a peer-to-peer cash, right? It was a peer-to-peer cash, but you could also hold it, right? It was supposed to be a hedge against inflation.
Yep.
But over time, that narrative changed, I think, purposefully by external factors and companies like Blockstream, in my opinion. That's a whole nother rabbit hole we can go down. But, I felt like Blockstream and a couple of big entities or people who had a big say in it wanted Bitcoin to be less of a cash and be more speculative.
Yeah.
And so they didn't increase the block sizes it was a big fight against increasing the block size. They wanted to keep it very low block size, 1 megabyte. And doing that, it really made people have to stop looking at it as cash and just kind of hold it and speculate with it. So that's kind of the transformation. I currently today, no, I wouldn't spend Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I wouldn't spend it. I wouldn't spend Bitcoin. It is too precious. There are too little left in circulation. And, we know, the ultimate 21 million coin number, right? So, wouldn't spend it. Go spend something like Dogecoin, which has a 5 million Doge inflation a year.
Yep.
That's something I would spend, or something close to it. Even Ethereum. I mean, you can look at Ethereum as cash right now until proof of stake is implemented.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. I mean, right now the gas fees for ETH aren't even that bad compared to what they were when, NFT summer was happening. It was freaking insane, the gas fees.
Yeah, but I was talking to someone, I don't know when you got into crypto, but I remember like in 2000, early 17, maybe late 17 is when you really got the first wave of true adoption in crypto space. Before then, it was just nerdies, playing with it or whatnot. But the true test of Bitcoin was kind of in that peak mania of 2017 when we hit $20,000 or 19,000, right shy of 20. And you saw the network usage on Bitcoin spike and red line, like it couldn't handle anymore. It was like $70 to transmit Bitcoin.
That's
so
ooh.
yeah. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
That's pretty insane. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen that. But I was, introduced to crypto. I was like hearing about it at the time because my dad got in like 2016. So I was hearing about it. Didn't fully digest until like, 2019-ish is when I really like got in. But yeah, I was obviously observing throughout the time, but I wasn't actually transacting yet. And I can't imagine, just like paying that much to move Bitcoin. That's why, I know David Schwartz is in the chat reminding me of Litecoin right now.
Shout out to David Schwartz. Yeah,
David!
I thought that was him.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I wouldn't even spend Litecoin because it has a finite supply.
Yeah, that's true too. I feel like, it's very underrated right now. People don't even like, oh man. I'm a big fan. That's what, like, as of right now, if I had to spend crypto and use, like, if you went to the store right now and they were like, okay, you're going to pay with crypto today, what are you using? I think, Litecoin's a great contender.
I personally wouldn't use Litecoin, even though it is more, I would use it more than if I had to use Bitcoin. If I had to pick, I would pick Litecoin. The supply is much more than Bitcoin, but ultimately you still have, put it to you this way, like if the whole world began to use Litecoin, then it's a problem. As far, not technology wise, not network bandwidth or anything like that. More so, I'm talking about the number of tokens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So at some point, maybe you would hit like a equilibrium where the price is so out like just astronomical. Maybe it's a $10,000-15,000 Litecoin, and the price is pretty smooth. But until then, I wouldn't spend it, because I think that Litecoin is going to go higher than where it is today. You know,
Yeah.
so why would I spend it?
Yeah. I mean, that's a factor as well. But, you know, like how I was thinking about it was like, what's feasible, right? Like if you were to go check out somewhere right now, what would be fast? What would be cheap? And like,
Yes,
yeah,
Litecoin would be fast. Litecoin would be cheap.
yeah,
Absolutely. If I had to pick, I would do Litecoin. But
yeah,
if I had other options, which we do nowadays, I
yeah.
would
Well,
use a stable coin. Why not get rid of that fiat, right?
yeah, yeah.
Or if I had to use an actual cryptocurrency, OG currency, Dogecoin, I would use Dogecoin. Literally, I would
I
use
low key
Dogecoin
would too. Yeah. Why not? I mean, the
because
Mavericks.
I mean, it's inflationary. They're going to be 5 million. I know they're going to be 5 more million tokens in the next year. You know, so
Yeah.
I'd rather spend that, save my Litecoin, save my Bitcoin, do it that way,
Yeah.
OG style.
Yeah. Especially because, you know, Doge, Litecoin, they're together, which is a
Yes,
beautiful,
they're merged mind. Yep, I
which is a
remember when that happened.
which is a beautiful thing. Now Doge is thriving because of Litecoin. But anyway, you know, I really do think that like, you know, you've experienced a lot in this space. Do you have any like I mean, I think Mount Gox is probably one of the biggest, like, you know, lessons for self custody. Were you taking self custody at the time? Like, obviously you did because you said you withdrew from Mount Gox. How did you take self custody then? Are there any changes in the way you secure your crypto from then and now? Because there's a ton of new wallets, you know?
There weren't no wallets, but that one infamous Bitcoin LT, whatever it was called. It was the one infamous Bitcoin wallet that was on the Play Store back then, and we used that. It stored the private keys, encrypted it on the actual phone. Of course, you could have stored it on a computer of some sort using the core wallet, Bitcoin wallet. But yeah, that's all you know, you didn't have places to store it other than that one mobile wallet,
Wild.
which was then copied and forked into the so Litecoin had a very similar version of that same wallet for Litecoin that Bitcoin had. They used the same code, and Dogecoin did the same thing as well. But yeah, I mean, self custody. You know, a lot of people back then would use more paper wallets. Paper wallets were more popular
I
then.
like paper wallets.
Yeah.
I think they're
Mhm.
underrated.
Yeah, I think so as well.
What?
Yep. So you can laminate those, put them in
Yes.
a safe, have multiple ones. So yeah.
Paper wallets are great. You know, I feel like, you know, ballet is kind of a way to like it's like kind of a paper wallet in a way.
Okay.
And like that I actually experimented with a paper wallet. Someone gave me some Litecoin on a paper wallet and I really loved it because it was kind of just like cash, completely offline. And you know, I was thinking, you know, I know you have kids, right?
Yes, too.
Do you envision yourself instead of giving them cash in their Christmas cards, their birthday cards, just putting a paper wallet in there? Just load up a paper wallet and like
Yeah,
be
I
like,
have.
here's like one Litecoin in your card.
Yeah, I have. I've done that. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, a
Oh,
great thing about not Litecoin, but paper wallets, you can make them offline, right?
exactly.
You can make them in a sterile environment and you know, use a computer that's never touched the internet and print them up, you know, and send funds that way. That's how you do it. Laminate them, put them in a safe, good to go.
Absolutely. And you know, we've been one thing that we've been hearing a lot of is FUD. Crypto blood. And I personally, it hurts my heart because there's so many false rumors that are flying around the space that are just simply untrue. And you know, you're again experienced in this space. You go
Hmm.
over the news all the time. You're always up to
Hmm.
date on this Sir Blood. So guys, if you have, I'm going to drop the link to his YouTube channel. It's also in the description of the video if you guys want to go check that out. But how do you escape the FUD?
By doing your own research and like taking multiple sources of news, right? Don't rely on one source. You want to look at all sides of the story. You know, there's an old saying is the truth is three sides to the truth, right?
Yep.
yours, mine, and the actual truth. So to come to that conclusion, the closest thing to the truth is that you have to go out and do your own research. You have to take that time and not be lazy, not just go to CoinDesk or go to Cointelegraph. Go a few steps deeper to find out what the real news is. I think, I really like actually getting a pulse check on Twitter.
Yes.
Combing through the comments. Comments give you and reveal a lot.
Absolutely.
Right? Don't they?
Absolutely.
Right.
Like
So
the tweet is one thing, the comments are
right.
another.
The tweet is one thing, the comments are another. Those give you the comments give you a great gauge on really what's going on, because you're going to get some extreme things this way, extreme things this way, and then you should be able to, after reading that thread for a while or a couple of those threads, you should be able to come to some conclusion on your own, some educated conclusion.
Absolutely. Doing your own research. That's what I preach the most, DYOR, my friends. And where do you think is like the coolest spot to do research? Like you think crypto Twitter is probably like one of the best spots?
I actually do. Crypto Twitter is great. Where else would you go? I mean, a lot of different forums, Reddit forums.
Yeah,
those
Reddit's
are good.
Reddit's good.
It takes time for you to, again, aggregate all that stuff. But if it's something that you really have questions about, you definitely should do that. You should go through those Reddit forums, go through Twitter, and do it that way.
And what was the one piece of news that really just got to you that was complete FUD? Because I know there's so freaking many right now.
Oh man, the latest one that I could think of was when Celsius went down and they started having issues. They literally called Celsius, and this is on like CNBC.
Yeah.
They call it, and I covered this on my channel. They call Celsius a DeFi platform.
Haha. Oh, wow. Did they really?
They called Celsius a DeFi platform.
Just a
Pure
FUD
FUD.
DeFi.
I mean, just pure, it's not really FUD, but it's just disinformation. I don't know if I would lean toward it being disinformation less than misinformation. There's a difference, right? Misinformation is that you might tell a story by mistake, mistakenly add or leave out certain key facts. But disinformation is done on purpose. You're purposely leaving out information or changing the narrative of that story. And I think that was a disinformation. That was a hit piece, on the crypto markets, on DeFi in general, on the DeFi industry. So,
wow. And how do you think that people can actually start, getting rid of the FUD because we can't allow like people to keep doing this? So how, do you think we should we have like a collective crypto Twitter news station to verify all of this? I mean, I wish there were more people like you, to verify all of this and really go over and be like, hey guys, this is not right. This is not correct information.
It's going to be tough, Miss Team Crypto, because it's just the nature of the business. It's the nature of the internet, right? The internet is full of FUD. And it just takes a person to take the time out to do their own research and be an intelligent investor in this space. So it's up to the person, right? It's up to the person to look at all those sources and come up with their own conclusion.
Absolutely. Guys, please be careful out here, friends. Let's actually be careful and custody our crypto the right way by giving away a cool ballet crypto wallet. Blood, do you mind giving us a random word that's in your head for people to enter into the chat to win one of these?
Yeah, cornbread.
Cornbread. Oh my gosh, I love cornbread. You just hit like a whole spot in my heart right now, because cornbread,
cornbread.
If it's the right cornbread, that slaps. Where's your do you like cornbread with like the chunks of corn in it?
Sweet. Yes, I actually do. That's some good cornbread. I definitely like that. Now, my family, they don't get that gourmet with it, but I've definitely been to restaurants where they have the corn in the cornbread. top notch, top notch. But
Yeah.
cornbread, I love sweet cornbread, and it's got to be moist, can't be dry.
Oh yeah,
I got
no.
to be able to peel it off, and it's just warm, right?
Ooh. Ooh, I'm melted right
Love it.
now. Oh my god. I literally can't. Like, I love like because sometimes people mess up corn muffins too. Like those could
Yeah,
get messed up really
they
quick.
can get messed up. Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
Is there like a favorite restaurant that you have that I can Google and look at their cornbread?
You know who has really good cornbread?
Spill.
Yardbird.
Yardbird? I'm gonna Google
And I
it.
believe, Miss Teen, Yardbird has corn in their cornbread. So there you go.
Stop.
No joke, no cap was what the young players say. No cap, no cap.
Oh,
So Yardbird they have locations all over the country. Miami, that's their original city. They launched in. I think they have some in Vegas.
oh, I
They
see
have
it.
them all over. Yeah,
I see it.
Yardbird. Check it out, ladies and gents.
Ooh, I just saw an article. I'm gonna drop it in the chat because these wings look so pretty. I love wings, and
Okay, you're gonna like
y-
Yardbird then. I don't eat
yeah.
chicken, but
No?
man, nah, I
Sheesh,
don't eat
man.
chicken.
Are you a vegetarian? Are you vegan?
Pescatarian.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Pescatarian. So mostly fish, vegetables, and yeah. But I do eat eggs, and that is chicken, right? That's kind of
Yes.
from poultry. But that's the only thing that I do eat, like eggs. I will eat eggs. I still love my eggs
Eggs
for
are good.
sure.
Bacon, egg, and
Yeah.
cheese.
No
Slaps.
cornbread in the UK. What is that all
Wait,
about?
what?
How's
What?
that? What?
How do you not have cornbread in the UK?
What?
Also, much love to Tom Crown in the chat. Guys, please follow
Shout
Tom
out to
Crown.
Tom
I
Crown.
love
That's my
Tom
guy.
Crown. Oh my gosh. Tom Crown, man, what an icon. We need like some amazing traders like him in this space. Just a real one for sure. Like absolutely. Guys, enter cornbread in the chat. Like I'm so excited about cornbread because my aunt makes cornbread that has the corn in it and she only makes it once a year on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
She withholds the corn from me. It's not right. It's not
It's
right.
not. It's not at
No.
all.
I think we need to have cornbread together one day. I think this is a new
Let's
mission.
do it. Let's do it.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay! I would absolutely love
Let's do it.
to.
Now, I don't know how to cook cornbread, but hey, if we're in like Miami or something, we'll go get some cornbread from Yardbird. That's what we'll do.
Yes, yes,
Then we'll do
yes.
that.
Okay, if you're going to Miami, you gotta let me know. And if I'm going to Miami, I'll let you know. And yeah, Daddy-O's in the chat. Y'all ever had corn pie? What's corn pie? Have you ever had a
Never
corn
heard of
pie?
that.
I never heard
Mm-mm.
of that either. Speaking of Daddy-O, there's this guy that owns a restaurant called Daddy-O's Barbecue. That
Okay.
I don't think it's not the same guy that's in the chat, but they have some fire cornbread too. They're in Staten Island for you New
Yo,
Yorkers.
look at another person said no cornbread in the Netherlands. What is
What?
going on, people?
Oh,
You guys are missing out.
yeah. Speaking of cornbread, like, is there anything that you eat like at barbecue places since you don't do chicken? Like, do you like what do you don't
I
do
don't do
barbecue?
barbecue either. No,
Oh,
I don't do
blood.
barbecue.
Blood,
I used
no.
to. I know. Nah, listen, like if we're at a barbecue joint and you're like, blood, taste this. I'll taste it. It's not
Okay.
like, I'm not religious about it. But yeah, I typically don't eat any barbecue.
Someone said there's no cornbread in Wisconsin. What are you guys doing in Wisconsin, bro?
What?
What?
They're trolling us.
No,
They're
they
trolling
they got to
us.
be trolling.
They're trolling.
While these people are trolling me, let's Gallium, you have won the ballet wallet giveaway. So please send me a DM on Twitter with your email. Have you ever had? Tom Crown is asking if you ever had Korean
Korean
barbecue.
barbecue. No, I've heard of it though.
So good.
What
Oh, it's
is the
so good.
difference?
It, like it has like like the own kind of
Own
flavor.
sauce,
Yeah, and
spice. Okay.
yeah, like their sauces are great, and like you kind of cook it yourself. If I'm correct, I went to a Korean barbecue place, and I was able to cook
Okay.
it, and it was really really yummy. The meats they have are like really like thin steaks and things like that. Oof, so good. And the sides, like I couldn't tell you what any of it is called. I just go, I literally
I
just go.
got you.
But it's really
Yeah,
yummy.
Tom said it's unreal. I gotta, hey, I listen. I'll try it. Why not? I'm a
Yeah.
foodie, so
Yeah, so am
I
I.
like. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
a, definitely a foodie. So
What's your favorite thing to eat off the top of your head? Like
salmon.
salmon? Yeah. Like
Hmm.
is like what's the right way to make a salmon so that it tastes like good? Because like I feel like sometimes like if you don't do it right, it could be a little plain. You know what I mean?
Medium well. It can't be dry. It's got to be medium or even medium. Not even medium well. Medium is even better
Yeah.
to me. Cooked, temperature wise. Um, nice glaze on there. You know, no farm raised stuff. I want the real stuff. Uh, and as ironically, we were talking about Yardbird. They make an amazing salmon dish, and that's what
Ooh.
I get there. Yeah,
Really? Really? That's
yeah.
interesting. I saw they have a grilled watermelon. I think that's it. That's in this picture, which is
Mm.
interesting. I would like to try that one day. I would very
Yeah,
much like
I've
to try.
had their what else have I had there? They have like a not crab, but lobster mac and cheese, and they put the whole lobster tail like stuck in the mac and cheese. It's like a spicy mac.
Oh,
Had a
Lordy.
whole the whole lobster
Oh,
tail just jammed in there and all the macaroni around it. It's spicy. It's woo.
holy sheesh.
It's like
Oh,
a $70 dish, but it is worth it. I'm
that
telling you.
sounds amazing. I was
High or low says show sponsored by Yardbird. It seems like it. I know.
literally,
It's not.
yo,
It's not.
Yardbird, if you're watching this,
Right, right.
yeah, next time we go there, they'll give us a free wing.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, I really do think that there's a lot of ways to go with food. Like I'm starving right now. I can't stop thinking about food.
I
I
actually haven't eaten yet. How many times a day do you eat?
Sometimes I forget. And
Same.
because if I sit down at my computer in the morning, then that's it. Like I don't move for a very long time. So I try to like eat in the morning and then like I'll have dinner, like an early dinner around 5 because I eat so early in the morning. So like
Hmm.
one or two times a day, but it's like a good like the dinner is like a good meal. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I typically 1.5 times a day.
And I do snack, like if my tummy starts to rumble a little bit in between things, like I'll go in the fridge, make like, get a few cold cuts together or something.
My problem, Randy, is the coffee. See, I'm a coffee drinker.
Oh, same.
Okay, so
And
that
that fills
messes
you.
me. It fills you up. It fools your mind. So I'll get my coffee at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll be good to like 3, 4. Go get something to eat, fill my belly up, and then I'm like Gucci for the rest of the day. And that's how
Exactly.
I end up being, a once a day type of,
Yeah.
you know.
We gotta get more on this like healthy eating schedule because yeah, like I feel
Hmm.
like it's just not good. I mean, I drink coffee in the morning too, and yes, that messes me up too because even if I go to like a diner in the morning because I'll get
Hmm.
lazy, then I'll drink my coffee and like not eat my meal as much because I had my coffee already. So it's like
Exactly.
it definitely messes you up, and it's
Yeah.
like a fake full too because then by like if you're drinking it at 8, 9 o'clock, you'll be hungry rumbling around 2, and then
Yep.
you'll try to hold out until you go eat at like
Exactly.
3, 4 o'clock.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, we need to fix this for both
We
of
got to
us.
fix it. You know what? I don't think I think it's no hope for me because my mom, I'm following her pattern. She's done this for years.
Mama
As long as I
blood.
remember, she'll forget to eat because she had coffee, and then it'll be too late. She get a headache, and then it just spirals out. So that's kind of where I probably get it from, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we gotta be better. We gotta be better. Someone
We
mentioned In and Out in the
got to do
chat.
more better. That's what we say.
Yes,
Got to do more better.
I like that. See, yeah, you have a nice voice, Blood. I really gotta give it to you, man. Like, you have a very nice voice. Like, if you were on the radio or something like that, like,
I've
your
heard
channel
that
in general,
before.
like, I,
Yeah, I've heard that.
sheesh, I'm listening. Like, that's it. Like, I was
Hey,
watching your show
listen,
before.
anyone need voice actor? I'm out there,
Yeah,
I'll
like,
do it for you.
can you give us like, a mini trailer, like if you were like observing the bear market, like in a world where Bitcoin dumps 80% or something like that? Can you give us like a little trailer song?
In a world where Bitcoin dumps 80%. you can count on Crypto Blood to give you the real news.
So good. I love it. Guys, if you didn't smash the like, that's like the reason
That's
to
funny.
smash the like
This
because
this
of
is
voice acting.
hilarious.
No, you're
Thoughts on GPU prices if or more like when China takes over Taiwan? GPU prices. That's a good question. Are you following the geopolitical stuff going on in Taiwan?
not that much, to be honest.
Okay.
A little
Okay.
bit, but I'm not that
Okay.
educated on the subject, to be completely
Okay.
honest.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
we,
there's
we've
a lot
got
of drama there.
we've got Nancy Pelosi just went over there. You know, Taiwan is
I heard.
considered, well, China considers Taiwan its providence, its property.
And it's not,
But
right?
well, it depends on who you talk to. If China believes it is, and I mean, who's going to challenge China?
I guess not.
So, you know, like Hong Kong is another situation, a scenario very similar to Taiwan, where Hong Kong was given to the Brits or some other country. Basically, China did a lease, a 99-year lease of Hong Kong. And they just came in like 2 years ago and took it back prematurely. I think they were like 10 years too early. So there's an uproar about that. That's where the whole Hong Kong uprising came about.
Yeah.
And the umbrellas and, you know, that stuff. So very similar situation going on in Taiwan. But I think a bigger situation could definitely turn out ugly. So we'll see. I hope not. I
hope not either. I'm done with all this like violence. Can everyone just be friends already? Like I know like that's just like a young thing to say, but still like we need to stop with this because we're so past that, especially this younger generation. What I've noticed throughout all this drama, and I hate to like get into this, but I think this generation, like Gen Z, these teenagers, we have like this geographical barrier that's broken through TikTok and all of these platforms where people were streaming, you know, in these parts of the world where there were war and everyone was supporting them and people aren't mad at each other, you know, like Gen Z, like people aren't like, we're not like that. Like we don't care about where you're from. We just like want to we just want to be friends. And I feel like, you know, I think Gen Z might ease away from like war and stuff.
I hope
like,
so.
I don't picture us being like that, especially like I don't know. It's sad to be honest because I know none of us want it.
I don't see Gen Zs, you guys being very confrontational. Actually, I think you run away from confrontation.
We do.
Confrontation, actually, which can be bad though as well. You need to, at some points in life, you have to confront.
Yeah,
you have to tackle things head on and voice your opinion, and not. Because then you don't grow as a society if you don't have exchanging of ideas and thoughts and, oh, I don't agree with you on this one. Oh, I agree with you on this point. It has to be that exchange in thoughts and have a friendly agree to disagree moment. So it has to be balanced. It definitely has to be balanced.
Yeah, we have to be more diplomatic, I think. Because like Gen Z, we don't want war, but at the same time, we won't like stand up for what we believe in either. So I definitely feel that vibe. Gen Z, we need to do better too. We need to step it up in here, step it up. But
a little bit.
Yeah, before we close out, Mr. Blood, is there anything you would like to share with the audience? Like, is there anything that's on your mind, whether that's like crypto, life, whatever it is? What is one thing you would like everybody to know?
Well, one thing from just my website and I'm launching my new website probably tomorrow. It's going to have a new service that I'm launching called Bloodalytics, which is going to allow you to get some signals on Bitcoin versus USD and Ethereum versus USD. And I'll let the group decide on the other three pairs that I told you I've been trading for 16 years. I have a computer science background. So with those two things, and my love for financial markets, I create algorithms. So they're very profitable and give you a slight edge in the market. So that'll be launching on August 15th. So the new site will be out very soon. It's not up yet. It'll be out tomorrow.
That's great.
So come back to cryptoblood.io tomorrow. You'll get all the details on the Bloodalytics trading signal service launching. Yes, August 15th. but I will have some pre-order discounts. So definitely sign up.
That's awesome. Okay, so I just put cryptoblog.io in the chat for you guys to check out his site, his Twitter, and his YouTube. And this is all in the description of the video as well if you guys want to watch some of these videos after. But also, do you mind shouting out all your socials in case I missed anything?
Yeah, so I'm having a lot of issues on Instagram, a lot of spammers. It's pretty bad. So it's just Crypto Blood on Instagram. On Twitter, it's CryptoBlood_, and on TikTok, it's CryptoBlood_. So
yes.
Check me out there. I'm most active on Twitter, though, for sure.
Awesome. Okay, friends, I'm throwing in one more NFT for you guys before I head out. Thank you to everyone that came. Everyone, you are so beautiful. Everyone in the chat, like, your energy just gives me life. And I really appreciate you all just showing up, hanging out with you guys. Again, I know some people just tuned in, so hello. Definitely, guys, catch the replay because we jumped into a ton of stuff. This
Cornbread
right
is the most important topic that we talked about today.
Absolutely.
Go back and start watching that part.
You need moist, nice, warm cornbread where you put the butter on it and it melts right away. Right away.
God.
If it doesn't melt right away, then no.
Oh, man.
Fresh cornbread only, friends. Thank you to everyone that came. I really appreciate you guys. Tune in next week. We're going to have amazing shows next week. I'm going to try to go live this weekend if I'm feeling spicy, if I have the connection where I'm at, because, But I really appreciate you guys. You guys are really amazing. Crypto Blood, you're amazing. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me. You're really cool and OG, and I have so much respect for you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Have an amazing day. Please don't listen to the FUD. Be happy, and above all, stay zesty. Peace.
Good morning, crypto Twitter, it's Misty Crypto, spreading crypto with doctors showing its benefits to my generation. Shout out to all my people, Jesse needs to be included, it's really that simple. We are savage, amazed, boss, zesty, making money at the same time, spread peace. I feel empty if you don't include Gen Z, better change the world, so y'all better get ready. Misty Crypto, I'm never backing down, I got a wax account, you should say it out. So many NFTs, I think I lost count, and I'm only getting started. Yeah, barely off the ground. Misty Crypto, you can